Hey guys, welcome to Worlds Collide. I'm Matt.
And I'm Tony.
And this is our Arrow recap show for the week. This episode was titled Canary Cry. This is the aftermath of the death of Laurel Lance, the Black Canary. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I'd like to just start by saying, I like how this episode, drops in with paying, respects to Laurel.
Well, okay. See, I thought it was respects to Laurel at first, but the Tommy funeral was a great little twist.
Oh, that too. That was cool.
I really enjoyed, even though it was some people may call it nothing, but I really liked the fact that you thought it was Laurel's and it was actually Tommy's funeral. So that was really cool. I really did enjoy that. But absolutely, paying respects to Laurel was really, really good. I can't think of his Captain Lance. What is his first name? Is it Steve? Steven? I don't know. But Paul Blackthorne, the actor, dude, is so good.
He's a good actor.
He is so good.
I think every moment where he has an emotional breakdown, he delivers it.
For me, it's like he's on point, man. Like, he's so good, especially when it goes back to the hospital and he's like stumbling down the hallway, man. It's.
I mean, if you think about it this way, he's lost his daughter 2 times.
Yeah,
both. Yeah, both his daughters. And then finds out one of his daughters is still alive. It's
right. So I thought he did an incredible job, but okay.
Stop picking on him.
I'm going to try and hit all the stuff that I did like before I get all the stuff I didn't like, because that really outweighed that. So, like the little Flash cameo, we knew because we saw it earlier in the season, but it was nice to see Flash show up again. I always like that.
Yeah, but I still think the timing with the shows are misplaced.
Dude, that's my next point.
Okay, go ahead.
Dude, it's like you get me, man. You understand me. That's one of the things that has been bugging me now, especially later into these seasons with the crossover to Supergirl and the crossover with Arrow in general. The timelines are all messed up. I love the fact that it was like the timelines, at least last season, it was always like you knew exactly where you were. I mean, what is going on?
I don't know. They need to plan these things better.
What is going on? I think it would have been so much better instead of Flash running off with his speed. It's like, and we'll get to the Flash recap. It's like, yes, right now he doesn't have his speed, but it's like I would have much rather watched Grant Gustin walk off.
That'd have been fine.
This is great because now we know this is where it stands. Okay, but on to the other stuff. I want to get on to Diggle. Diggle in the hospital and even back at the Arrow Cave, we'll call it, he really kind of held all of his emotion in until when he decided he snapped. And it was nice to see him snap for once. He never really does snap like that.
David Ramsey?
Yeah. David Ramsey, thank you.
He's a great actor. The way he delivered that, when he got Damien Dark's wife.
Yeah, the new mayor.
He's like, I want you to send her a message. I'm like, oh.
And then, when he took off his mask and Arrow was yelling at him, he's, pounding his fist into the trunk of the car. I was like, dude, yes, this is what I like to see. But what is one of the things that bugged me about that scene is it's just, the tension that was building up, he was going to do something to her, was there. But then it went on so long that you knew he wasn't going to do it or Arrow was going to stop him. And I'm just like, why is the show afraid to take that step?
I don't know.
What is going on with this show?
Why do we follow Bruce?
What, you gonna make a Batman reference?
Well, no, actually where I was going with that is the purpose for him to be able to make a mistake is not so bad. It's he can still you can still make a mistake as a hero and pick yourself back up. That joke was misplaced.
Well, I see what you're saying. It's just why not take him? Why not have him shoot her? In the leg. Really show, put her through some sort of torture rather than Arrow putting I'm really getting tired of the weight of the world on Ollie's shoulders. Yeah. And it's nothing against Stephen Amell because he's been an amazing Green Arrow. But seriously, man, this show is starting to fall, fast. I don't know why they're afraid to take that step or or even the mayor herself. It seems like nothing phases her. She just doesn't care. She's when she gets out of the car, she's like, you know who I am? I'm like, who's got a gun to you, man? I don't care if your husband's Damien Dark. That is ridiculous, man. This show's got to figure something out. One of the other things that bugged me, and this is, I don't know if you noticed this, so at the very end, and we'll get to the Canary 2.0 in a second, but that final scene at the, I don't know, was it a ball or something, or
it was it was the mayor's congratulations.
Right, that's it. when Oliver gives that speech again, he's giving another speech. Like, we don't have to be like this, you know? And it's like, she walks off, and then the SWAT officers, and if you haven't watched this, go back and watch it. The SWAT officers come up behind the mayor, and Oliver's like, I've seen this movie, which was cute. I like that. And he shoots the arrow up, and he takes off. And if you watch, the officers, Oliver goes up, and then they go like this. And then one of them literally doesn't move. One of them stays like this.
I didn't notice that.
Oh my god, you've got to rewatch it, because I was laughing. I was like, this is a freaking joke. Literally, he's already up and they're all. And then there's one guy who's just like, what are you doing? What is this? What is this?
I'll have to go back.
You have to watch it, dude. I couldn't stop.
Let's talk Canary 2.0.
Okay, what the hell?
But my biggest problem is like, why do you feel the need, like, Oliver Queen Green Arrow now is a seasoned like hero. He's been doing it for 4 years now, and because the girl says one word, he allows her to escape. She hops a fence and runs. Like, this is Green Arrow. Shoot a damn arrow with the stupid contraption.
Seriously. Or and then we were talking right before we started filming, the ears. Like, he was like, oh, she screams and he's not able to deal with that. And then it cuts back for a commercial and he's like, well, my ear things didn't work. You know, they worked with, well, I don't know. Like, oh my God. Are you guys, it feels lazy.
Yeah, it does.
It feels so lazy. And I'm really scared for the show.
It's been renewed for a 5th season, so. But you know what? Smallville had this problem. Smallville was really good when it started falling really bad for 2 seasons, and then it picked itself back up at some point. I'm hoping that's the case with Arrow, because they're having a really bad, like, 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Season 3 and season 4. And they just need, season 5 needs to find that flow.
I sure hope they figure it out, especially because this is the end of the flashbacks. Well, next season will be the end of the flashbacks. Yeah. So they have to figure it out. Real quickly, I want to touch on the mom. Laurel's mom, when she showed up for the funeral, like, she's like, oh, it's no big deal, she'll come back. And Captain Lance did everything he could. He's like, no, she's not coming back. And then watching the realization on her face as Oliver's giving the speech about her, I was like, oh, yes, okay, great. Like you could see it in her face, like, oh my God, she's gone.
I think her mom was just like, oh, we had one daughter come back, it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Right? And I also loved Oliver's speech.
Yeah.
He straight up was like, no, she was the Black Canary. She was bigger than she deserves to be remembered.
And the only people that were there were personal friends, I would say. So the only people that heard that were personal.
Yeah. I love the little touch on the tombstone where it said Black Canary.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
You know what? I missed that too.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
Were you even watching this episode?
I was. Maybe I just like when I'm
okay.
Yeah,
this is the last thing I'm going to bring up, and then I'm done ranting. Is Olicity. Seriously, Felicity and was Emily Beckett?
Yeah,
she's amazing. What is the deal with them? And I don't blame the actors again. I think this is the writing, because like the whole show, it's like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. Oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. And at the very end, they're in the limo together. I'm like, wait, if you guys are separated, why are you guys in a limo together?
I think the TV show, like, same thing, Smallville, same company that made Smallville. It was very much a drama about love.
I don't mind the love. I like that drama, but it's like, if you guys are separated, why are you guys together in the limo? Like, that should have been a talk you guys had. Like, not whatever.
As it
Figure it out.
As it stands, I give this episode a 7.
Only because I like the emotional impacts. I'll give it a 7 too. Okay. The emotional gut punches we got, but I mean, it should be lower because of the SWAT officers. Canary 2.0 was terrible. Oh, my ear things didn't work. I didn't know you were gonna be here.
I'm in agreement.
Figure it out, Arrow writers. Jesus, figure it out. All right, I'm done ranting about it. That's how I feel about Arrow.
I'm in agreement.
All right, guys. So for Worlds Collide, I'm Matt.
I'm Tony.
And make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll continue to follow Arrow as far down as it's going to go. But we'll see you guys next time. Later.